Good morning, party people. Hello. This is Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here today on a Wednesday because it's Wednesday, and on Wednesday, y'all, we do live stuff. Good morning. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Mary. Good afternoon, Nita. Hi, Brandy. Brandy's doing... She's doing morning things. Hi, good morning. Oh, no, she's doing appointment things. Hi. Hi, Jan. Mr. Bunsen, what are you doing, sir? Yeah, you know you're not supposed to be up there. There's too many things up there for you to... It's a land field. Yeah, you're going to knock it over. Don't step on the keyboard. Come on. We turn off all our stream. Your three little toes. Get in your chair. You can be co-host in the chair. Come on. Come on. He says, I would like to make my camera debut. Okay. Here you are. You're here. Mr. Bunsen says, excuse me, I can't believe you're trying to start the show without me. What are we doing? Mr. Bunsen. Are you being quite whiny today? What's happening? Okay. We need some Mr. Bunsen huggy times. Some uppies. Mr. Bunsen needs some uppies, I guess. He's demanded them. Say hello to the people. Say hello, people. I look very mad. Are you mad? You're not mad. You just look tired. That's from being up all night doing all of your shenanigans. Partying. This is Mr. Bunsen. If you don't know Mr. Bunsen, he is a pain in the patoots. But he's cute and small, and we love him. Can't go. Okay, you be the co-host. Sit down. Sit down in your chair. I don't trust you. There you go. Okay. Anyway. Good morning, everybody. Hi, hello, her. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Everybody's on here this morning. Okay, so today we are going to do Project 2. We're going to do Project 2 for Bargain Bead Box. This is Project 2. I didn't write Project 2 on here. I probably should. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bunsen hair all over it. Yeah, of course we do. Okay, so these are the beads that we have. This is from Bargain Bead Box, okay, if you're wondering. This is from the Ice Cream Shop beads for July. We did Project 1 already the other day. I don't remember what day. It was this one. Do you remember? Remember that one? Yeah, so that was Project 1 from the Ice Cream Shop. And now we're doing Project 2, which is this guy. And this is a Old Faithful clasp, a toggle round that has been patina painted, wire wrap, fire crackle agates, Project 2. Oh, I did write Project 2 on there. So these are the beads that I have designated out for this situation. So it's literally like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, these are these weird crackle agates that feel funny. Did she ever say anything about these? What's her face? Did she ever say anything on video or anything about like why they feel weird? These guys or no? They still feel funny. I don't know. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to wire wrap them. We're going to cap them with these guys. We're going to wire wrap them, and we're going to use all of our toggle clasps, which were provided in the box, because I'm not really toggle flat things. Coffee's required. Toggle clasp kind of girl right now. Good morning. Do you guys organize your beads with the plastic bins already used, baggies? I'm just wondering what would work. I have to need to know if you guys had any ideas. Are you looking to do some organization, Ruth? Well, everybody organizes differently, and it's usually to how they bead is usually the deal. So I when I'm in my normal situation, I have the plastic boxes that just look like this, right? And usually I do sticker on them and it'll just say like gemstones or it'll say crystals or whatever. So I do it by type of bead, but I am a chaotic person. So when I pull out a box, I might want all the craziness, right? Other people are not like that. This one I just recently started doing with my Bargain Bead Boxes. I think it was maybe Gloria who suggested it at one point in time, or somebody. I think it might have been Gloria. And she said she does hers boxes like this for the month, and then you put all your things in for the month. Now, normally, I was not doing this because I never had anything left because I was doing all of the videos, and I was using every single bead from the Bargain Bead Box. Recently, because we're not doing as many recorded videos, I've had some things left, but then I want to keep them kind of together because I'm like, oh, I might want to do a video, and then I can be like, oh, this is from Bargain Bead Box or whatever. So that's the thing. But also, I also keep boxes like this for projects. So I have one, like here's one. I don't have very many of my project boxes out here or any of my like personal beads, but this one says charm necklace making. So this is just stuff that you would make charm necklaces with. Like charm necklaces being like, you would just add a chain or, you know, maybe a couple of charms or pendants. These are things that I've deemed that would be cute for just little, you know, little necklaces. You just add a chain or a leather or something. Or maybe you do a little bit of teeny tiny wear wrapping or some dang thing. But for the most part, it's just like things that I've deemed for this project. So it's a bunch of stuff, but it's for a project. So that's what I do. Other people use the totes, like the shoebox totes, and they just fill everything up in a shoebox tote, which is completely up to you. It depends on how organized you want to be. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Beth. Hi, Lois. I missed some of you guys. Hello, Helen. Hello, Debbie. Mary, good morning. Charlie. I do have all your guys' orders ready, and I'm going to go to the post office as soon as I'm done here. I just got to go drop them off. So, I am thinking, do we want to do pink? These are kind of pink. No, we probably don't want to do pink. What about red? Red? Or do we just want to do, like, the patina, the teal patina? Verdigris, or whatever they call it. Good morning, Kim. I could do that. It would look nice with the beads. They're contrasting colors. I was thinking, like, oh, maybe we would try to match, do a matchy match. Because I do have a red. But, I don't know. Red's not really my gig, you know? Good morning, everybody. Okay, so let's do this. I think I have one already painted in. Gonna just do a little patina paint. If you're not familiar with patina paint, they do not make patina paint anymore. They make ultimate paints. Those are made by Vintage? Question mark. Are they still made by Ranger? No, they're made by Vintage, right? This one looks kind of big. I'll use this one. Last time I pulled the little rubber deal out of it. Okay. Oh. Let me just put it on here. Because I am a mess. This will just be part of our scrapbooking endeavors. Okay, so I'm just painting this on. Patina paint is for metal. It is a metal paint. I'm using a silicone brush. I'm going to cover the whole thing because I am going to sand it off. And so I want it to be completely covered in the paint. even going to do the little circle. I know that's not normally a thing that I do. Good morning. Yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day today. I did see quite a few people made the Project One necklace and posted in the Facebook group. So that was fun. There was a bunch of different variations. Some had 2 strands, some had 3 strands. Some had more beads and some had chain. It was pretty cool. Very cool, very cool. Okay. The thing about the patina paints is they dry up really quick. Just a little dab will do you. I'm trying to force it down into these grooves because when we sand it off, it's going to need to be down in there. We also have to flip them and do the other side. So I'll wait for them to dry up. But I am going to hit the bead caps as well because we're going to cap all them bead caps. But I'm not going to completely coat the bead caps. I'm just going to give them kind of like a little whisper. Okay. So I'll wait for those guys to dry. In the interim, we're going to take these guys, put them in here. I didn't count how many we're going to need, but this is how many we have. So that's important information to know. Been working on hair braids. That's fun. Are you going to any shows, Rosanna, or what's the deal? How's that looking? Kind of hard to tell at this point. Things have been all over the place, right? If this bothers you, just close your eyes. Yeah? And that's all they're gonna get. Which is fine, because that's all they need. Now I'm gonna flip these and do the other side. I don't have any shows scheduled. I don't even know what I'm doing with myself over here in this area. I guess if I was going to have shows scheduled, I probably should have done it by now. Guess I'm not doing shows this year. You have a fairy festival this weekend. Oh, and where's the fairy festival? Is that one that's in Idaho? Now, I've never thought of doing it that way. Yeah, Jan. If you want to, Jan, you could go ahead and give it a try. It's pretty effective, honestly, and it's quite fun. If you're just going to want them to be because I'm gonna take a lot of this paint off these guys anyways. It makes for fun endeavors. I talked to Amber this morning. She says she's doing better, which is good. Still struggling, but she's doing good. So that's good. And I'm gonna I decided this morning, I've been up already doing all the things this morning. I took Lily on the hill for the walk, and well, because it rained yesterday, it's because so I was cooped up in the house, so we didn't really get to do a lot, so Lily's kind of crazy. She had zoomies this morning, so we went up on the hill for our big walk super early, 6 in the morning, and then Jeff left at 4:30, and they're working on the hospital, so they're have to be there really early because there's traffic. In Bismarck they have a lot of one-way streets, and the hospital's down in the it's the heart of downtown. It's all one-way streets, and they can't get their guys up there on the roof when there's so much traffic. So anyways, that's the whole thing. Anyway, and then I went in, I cleaned the cat boxes, and I had to go down to the van and get the other litter. Bring that up here. And I cleaned the van out while I was down there because it was cool. Because I hate messing around with this stuff, going up and down all these stairs and everything. It's like 100 degrees. I'm just like, no. Because it's like overcasty today. So I was kind of trying to get some of my early morning chores done because I was just like, it's cool outside. If you're like, why is it taking so long to paint these? It's because there's grooves in these little things. It's not. I'm trying not to have excess paint because, you know, I hate wasting paint. But I gotta get it in these little grooves. So, yeah. And I decided to make this weird salad today, you know, out of the salad book. I was going to make it yesterday, and I ordered everything on Instacart, and Jeff was like, I don't want to eat salad today. I was like, okay. He was having a rough day. I think today's going to be a rough day, too. They got this big project they're working on or whatever, and I think it's not going very good. I don't know. Okay, so we let those dry. We'll let those dry. These little rubber paintbrushes, you just wash them off with water. I'm not going to pull on it this time because last time I did that, I pulled it out of there. And then we can just put our paint away. Oh, question mark. We're going to do, hold on. We're going to do a different clasp, not a toggle. So I'm like, well, I should probably paint that too, right? I've been into these hooks in this particular situation. All of the plans we made, no, that was Dollar Bead Box. Well, anyway, I've been using these hooks. Maybe I'll just use one of those. I could put this on the end. This little tiny one. Do I like that? Is that something I like? Or do I want to use a lobster? Is this going to be a pain in the patooth to get on? Probably. No. Nope. I'm going to do it. It's going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. I think. How do I got this lined out? I was going to use an Old Faithful. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well, I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to paint it. Hell with it. We're going to call that a design choice. Good morning, everybody. I have 2 shows in August. Jan is going to try it. I am feeling much better. Oh, good. Fairy Festival is just down in Calypsisple, blah, 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 16 miles away. So it's in Montana. In Montana. Okay, let me paint this up this guy, because that would look funny, I feel like, if I didn't paint the thing. But I mean, we're here. Why not? This one, obviously, the paint is going to get, like, scrapity-roo because that's just the way it's going to happen. But it's fine because we're going to scrape all the other ones anyway. So I'm just going to flip it and paint the other side. This paint doesn't take super long to dry, but it does take a little bit. Okay. God, on my finger. How do you dry? Alrighty. Wait, where does this go? In here? These are how I keep my patina paints. This is a Tim Holtz tin. It's supposed to be for alcohol inks. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. It's $9.99. And it's got little places where all the paints fit in there. Now, if you had ultimate paints, they would still fit in here, I believe, because I think the bottle's the same size. Question mark, you know what? I'm not going to swear to that. I don't know if I tried it or not. I think they're the same size bottle. Anyway, that's how I'd be doing it, in case you're wondering. All right, so these ones are ready to go. Maybe just not that one right this second. Okay, it's smaller. They're smaller? Okay, I was kind of thinking that, and then I was like, wait a minute, is that true? So yeah. Down at the closest largest city, do most of our shopping. Oh. I heard that I did get the message, somebody said in the Facebook Messenger that Target is no longer going to price match as of the 28th of July, and I looked it up, and that is true information. And then the other thing, I think that here, they're going to move the Hobby Lobby to the big Kmart building. And I don't know when that's supposed to happen. But apparently it is. This is not the file I wanted, but this is the file I have. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking paint off the raised edges. You can see they are now silver again versus not. This is a vintage scratchy block thing. I like to use the one, I like to use the one from the Dollar Tree that I cut in half because it works a lot faster. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Don't have time for that. Ain't got no time. This one you just go a couple of times and you're done. It's a little messier than the other because it falls apart, but I don't care. So I'm hitting both sides, just getting the paint off the raised edge. Here's what they look like in comparison. Good morning. I'm not going to seal them. I know that may bother some of you. I don't seal my stuff. You don't really have to with patina paint. If you're using another paint, you might have to. It's up to you. It's up to your preference. I could, if I wanted. I have, like, they make a clear matte, or they also make a glossy sealant. Or you could use, like, a Krylon or a spray. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm just not into it. Okay, see, so now I got all this mess. But that's fine. I'm going to do this guy. I'm just going to give him a little smidge, because he's going to get bumped up anyway, because this is the clasp. I'm going to do a little smidge here. Just make him look like it's supposed to be like that. Same on this side. Oop. There we go. Whatever makes your socks go up. Whatever blows your dress up. Whatever works for you. I don't know. Okay, let me hit this with the little sticky guy. Get all this icky out of the way. We're ready. 25 minutes later. Not that long actually. All right, now we gotta go with a silver wire. We're gonna wire wrap these. I have 2 silver boxes? Have I always had 2 silver boxes? Am I a crazy person? Apparently, they both say silver on them. Titanium. No, I don't want titanium. Silver plated. I'll go that way. I think this one is different. Yeah. It is. It is, right? This one's more bright silver. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Whatever toots your horn. I have Alex drawers from IKEA for storage. Billy bookcases without the doors. Whatever floats your boat. This is a fun game. Oofda, that's too much. Alright, we got that. And then what else we need for this? Nothing. I think that's everything. Oh, we need some tools. Got our tools. Got a round plier. Here we go. Okay. We are in it to win it. Now, the situation appears to be, we got to make sure that we get all 4 of these guys in here before we run out of space. So I'm going to start in the middle. I wouldn't normally, but I don't want to run out. Sometimes I make my bracelets too big. So I'm going to start in the middle, which would be here, and then link these two. Because then when I get out to the end, I can, like, you know, adjust that way. That kind of thing. Uh-oh, I think that's the wrong side. Here we go. Are you supposed to be in there? What are you doing? Being a pain in my butt. That's what you're doing. Okay. This is 22 gauge, of course. Of course, of course. And I believe we are starting with a bead. Sure. Let me see now. Am I going to have to wrap over the top? I am. I am going to go here. And am I going to put these all the same way? Hold on. I got an engineering situation. Am I going to put these all the same way? Or am I going to go like this and like this? Do you know what I'm talking about? So, like, if they start in the middle and they go out like this, or they could all go this way. What do you think? I think I like this way better, the first way. Yeah, I think they like that. So this middle one isn't necessarily going to matter, but this other one is going to matter because I'm going to have to make the loop on this one larger so it's able to move past, because this is thicker. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, we know what's going on. All right. This is how the cookie crumbles. True. It's a true story. Are we going to use a jump ring? I mean, do we have Tinky Totters? No, we're not going to use a jump ring. No. So we're going to wrap right on. But that means that we have to remember to make our loops over here big enough where things can move around. Got it. I got it. I squished that all up weird. I'm going to put my bead on so I can mess with it some more. Okay. All right. We're off to a pretty good start. I believe. So now I just want to make sure these are laying flat, which they are. Okay, now moving forward, we're going to have to make some adjustments with our wire wraps because we're going to have to make the next one bigger on one side. This side. Yeah? I'll move way down here. Is that big enough? Is it big enough? Just barely. I kind of making it a little bit misshapen because I had to pull it out just a little bit because I wanted to be able to still move on here. Which, of course, because we patina painted that, is probably going to scrape it up a little, but I mean, that's kind of the gig anyway, so I'm not terribly worried about it. It's not going to touch the parts where we put the patina paint because those are down sunken into those toggle clasps, and it's just the raised part, but the raised part is already silver because we took the paint off of it. You see? I would face the next two out, I think. Yep, that's what we're going to do, Kim. I'll put this guy on there. Let's put this one. He's interesting. Look at him. I'm going to have to order more black chain nose pliers. The spring broke on one of my pair. Oh, no. I don't have an extra. Yeah. I have, I don't know, that black plier is pretty much the only one that I have. I mean, of multiples of the black plier. But I do have that set that I got for Christmas. The wobbler set, the baby wobblers. And I do use those occasionally. I do like to use their little, oh wait, what am I doing? Hello. Gotta put my thingamabobby on here. I'm just gonna work hard to make these little guys. And then I gotta make sure they're both laying flat, which they are. So that's good. Go to this side, the same situation. I lost mine. I'm lost without my black pair. Oh no. Better get another one. I think I got a few on the website, and like maybe 4 or 5. I was talking to Amber this morning. We're talking about doing a trip. This will be like the first weekend that, since we've been here, that we don't have a plan for the weekend. So I thought, maybe I'll just stay home this weekend, and then maybe next weekend we'll go to Taylor's Falls or something. I don't know. But Jeff was like, we don't have any plans. We get to just be at home. But really, we don't really just get to be at home because there's still lots of things to put away, and I still have, like, there's totes stacked up in the kitchen. We're getting it together, we're getting it together, but there's still things about that need to be put away or organized or, that kind of crap. And the laundry. So, me and Amber were talking about it this morning, and I was like, I don't know if I can do a trip this weekend. But she wants to come down here. Okay, so I gotta make this one big. Go down here, make it big. I'm gonna go back a little further because the first one was a little interesting. Randy, make sure you check your messages after the live. Okay, will do. Will do. We also have members only today, by the way. It's Wednesday. I'm working on a plan. I have half the plan together. Maybe I'll have the rest of the plan together by the time we start the video. Maybe. You guys know how I am. I want to make a solar flare necklace out of that citrine and that jade that we launched this time around. And I had it written down originally to do a solar flare necklace, which I've never made before. And I don't know what that means. I don't even know what it means. So I got to research it. But in my head, I had a multi-strand double flare necklace. And I'm just like, okay. What does that mean? Let's figure that out. So that's what we're going to figure out today. Alright, so we got that guy on there. And now we're going to go with bead. And, ooh, look at this one. He's pretty fun. What about this guy? A little circle on him. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm liking the look of this bracelet. Good. Yeah, it's coming together. Coming together. Wait, what am I doing? I got one more thing to put on here. Ooh! Slippery little sucker. Alrighty. Now, we're going to take a little look-see at the measurements here. Find that little tail. There we go. I feel like you guys are really close. Okay, and are you laying straight? You are. Alright, so this is where we're at so far. And that is all of the toggles. So that was kind of the main focus, is to make sure we get all the toggles on there. Toggle ends. We're at about 5 inches. So, honestly, because we're going to do a hook. I mean, I'll do 2 more beads. Is that what we're going to do? I don't really want to do 2, because I feel like if I do 2, that it's going to be too much. But I'll try 1 and see where we're at with that. Beautiful color combo. Yeah, at this point, you could even do, I could do like a whole nother one with probably those. But we got to do at least 1 more, I think. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I got to make a big one on this side. I'm clearly struggling to pay attention today. I'm like, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. It's morning. Is anybody else doing the bead morning club? Are you beading this morning at 9 a.m.? I guess technically it's 9:40. I remember when I went from being a night beater to a daytime beater. It's a very interesting situation. I'll put this one with this little circle on there. Now I think for this side, I am just going to finish it, and I am going to use a jump ring to attach this toggle, because the toggle is going to get a lot of play, and it's possible that it could mess around with the wire and break the wire over time, you know. So I'm gonna use a jump ring there to put the toggle on. As soon as I get everything straightened out. I don't think I'll use a stainless steel one. I started working on hair barrettes at 6:30 this morning. Oh my goodness, I have 2 finished and 2 in their last stages. And I need to make 5 more. Jeepers. What? I'm like, where the whole thing is gone. What? What? How's that even possible? Where would it go? That's slightly concerning. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for holes, of course. What do we got? I think they're kind of big. Oh, here's a little guy. It's a mixy mix. Yeah. I get up at about 6:15 in the morning. Usually. I've been getting up later since we've been here. Normally, when I'm at home, I used to get up at like 5 or whatever, but now I'm just like, 6:15, because then the animals start moving around. There's people who live below us, you know. You know, the people who live below us. The people who live below us just had a brand new baby that cries all night long. I'm just pointing that out. Literally, like this week. The lady who's always freaking out and like... On Sunday afternoon, I was vacuuming the kitchen floor at 2 in the afternoon, and she took her broom and was banging on her ceiling. I can only imagine it's because they had a baby. And now she's like... Well, she didn't have the baby. It's like her grandbaby or whatever. It's her daughter's kid. But they're living down there now. But she's the one who's always saying we're so noisy. Do you remember those large funky agate barrels that you had a while back? They are in the July companion bundle, and the rounds are very similar to those. Yeah, I do. Oh, they have a companion bundle? Sorry. You know I'm never paying attention. So the companion bundle came out? Okay. So I think if I do the hook on this side, it'll be just right for my size wrist. I gotta do a larger jump ring for the hook. If I wanted to go for a larger wrist, I could do one more bead, but then I feel like it might be a little big. But I just have this in my hand. Oh, here it is. Yes, they were like 120 left when I looked yesterday. I'll have to check it out. Now I do want one of these larger ones. Maybe even 2. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this one's big enough for this side. Don't think so. Okay, wait. Come here, you. I need you to turn sideways. Sorry, I was doing some engineering in my head. I'm like, which way does this need to go? So, yeah, this is the way that it needs to go. Oop, come here, you. I should have spread that out a little bit. Just a smidgy. There we go. Now we're doing it. Okay. So here's what we're looking like. And you could bend these too, like bend them in kind of a wrist shape, if you will, just so it makes it feel better, like, and look better when you're wearing it. So they're kind of domed in a little bit. And there we go. Smashing. That's one reason I would have faced the charm the other way. Very pretty. I don't think anyone needs anyone to talk for her. I used to vacuum under the cribs when the babies to get them used to the noise so that they would sleep. And then it didn't wake them up. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of research going out now, and I think it's really funny because my grandma, when we were kids, and it's so funny because even when like Jasper was little and stuff, Cassidy's baby, so it'd be my grandma's great grandson, right? She always let us play with like pots and pans and like play the drums. Like we'd get out all her pots and pans and we'd get the spoons and we'd just be loud and we'd be doing all the things. And she always let us do that, and she let Jasper do it when he was little. And I was watching this video the other day, and it was about these things about parenting or whatever. And this gal was like, they're talking about, they're selling a system. Okay, so they're selling like a course on how you should be raising your kid, right? Basically, like they're selling a course saying, here's some things you should be doing with your little toddlers or whatever, like to keep them mentally engaged throughout the day while you're home being with the baby, right? You should have your baby be doing stuff. That's what they were saying. And they were giving out these courses, and it was like an infomercial thing, so they were showing some of the things, and one of the things was playing the pots and pans. And then they were rating, the moms were rating, oh, my baby, I give this like a 5 out of 10 because they lost interest in this really fast, or they didn't have any interest in it at all, or whatever. And like all the things that my grandma used to do are all the things that they're doing now. But 2 generations after my grandma was raising kids, there was like, they were always like, you shouldn't do that. You should be quiet. You should put your baby on a feeding schedule. You should have quiet times for the baby. You should keep the lights off so that the baby doesn't wake up and it'll mess up their rhythm or whatever. Like all these things they were saying. And now they're saying, no, don't do any of that. So I don't think it matters really. But yeah. All right, so here we are. I quite dig it. I think it turned out exactly the way that, well, not exactly. I didn't know exactly about the paint, what color paint we were going to use. But I think it turned out exactly the way I thought it would with this design here. Oops. So that is project 2. The babies need to get used to noise because then they won't be so skittish. Very pretty. Yeah, I don't know. There was always a lot of noise in our house, but that's just because there was a lot of kids, you know? And my favorite was my brother Cody. My grandma used to get mad and just throw Cody out on the porch. Even if it was wintertime, she'd put his clothes on him, she'd throw him out. And every picture you see of Cody, Cody's sleeping on the porch with the dog. From the time he was like 3. He just sleeping in his whole snowsuit and his little hat. Curled up to the dog. We used to have this big border collie dog. And he was just constantly sleeping on the porch with the dog. All his pictures. Because he'd just throw fits and Grandma would be like, get outside and throw a fit. And then he'd fall asleep. Anyway, so there we go. Project 2. Cool. Now I can take some pictures of it and put in my little book. And I think it turned out pretty good. Honestly, I think we could also do, if you had extra toggles and you're looking to use them, you could do this again. Because I think we only got how many beads on here? Only 4 beads. Yeah, I could do it again if I wanted. And I have painted bead caps. I could just do, I don't know if 5 would be enough to get away with like doing a whole nother bracelet to like match. But you probably got a few extra beads rolling around somewhere you could use, right? Maybe we'll do that later and just wire wrap it and then you could wear them together because they got the painted, you know, stuff. I think it's good. All right, y'all. So that's what we got going on today. Oh, wait, what's the next one? Oh, yeah. So-called experts are insane. Like the ones who say you need to get permission from the baby to change its diaper. Oh, that's new. I didn't hear about that one. Although, I did hear about this thing the other day where they said, and I guess it's like a thing people are doing. I don't know. They were saying like they have the little baby, you know, the little babies. When they're like, not infants, but like pretty, like a month, 2 months old. They start doing this. When they have to go potty, they hold them, like sit them up and they lift their little legs. And then they have them like poo in a bowl. And they like try to do it. They like stand there for 5 minutes and they move their little legs like this. And if they don't do it, then they put it back or whatever. And then, so this goes on until they're older. And then they say that they can potty train their kids. Their kids are completely 100% potty trained by the time they're 10 months old and they don't need diapers anymore. So whenever this one woman was saying that she even went to her mother's house and her mother has a poop bowl for the baby. So when she goes to visit, she uses her little poop bowl. I'm like, I don't know. You guys are getting a little bit much for me. I can't. I don't know. But she said then they never have to sit in wet Pampers and they don't have, you know, baby butt rash and they don't have whatever. And you could pay less money for Pampers. And I don't know. I just was like, all right, well, I don't know anything about it. So I guess if that's what you want to do. Like the one who says that you have to get permission from the baby to change the diaper. Isn't the baby crying the indication for the diaper change? No thank you, PK says. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You'd have a baby with horrible rash. Yeah, I don't know. I just was like, but I did find it interesting that now they're saying, like, I just noticed because, you know, like when my mom was having babies, they were saying like different things, you know, and like even now my cousins are having babies and they're saying like the complete opposite. They're like trying to go back in time and say like, oh, no, you shouldn't be doing all of these new agey things like having your babies poop in bowls and getting permission to have the baby diaper change or whatever. So I don't know. I just said, okay, well, I guess you'll figure it out when you get there. This is project 3 and 4. So project 3 and 4 is, well, I assume project 3 is going to be these ice cream earrings because they look like they're pretty quick to put together. And then maybe project 4 is the same day situation where you just make like an ice cream charm bracelet or not. Maybe it's 2 days. I don't know. Regardless, here's what it is. Projects 3 and 4. These are the only projects left for the bundle that I planned out. What is this? Oh no, that's our golden sheen necklace. That's from something else. Anyway, so yeah. So we just have this one left to do. Those are the only plans I made. Since I'm not doing recorded videos right now, I have not been making too many plans. We just made like, what, 18 plans with the dollar bead box. Love spell check. Dr. Spock. Yeah, we did yesterday. We unboxed 2 of the dollar bead box, and so we made like 18 plans of those. I'm gonna run to the post office when we get done and drop off these orders, and then run and get the mail and come back, have some lunch. I might start working on some of that beading, because I said I was gonna do like, because we kind of planned it out in the video, and I'll be like, and here's the finished products kind of situation with those, because there's quite a few projects, but they're just like little string-in projects or whatever. So I'm gonna do that, and then I got some things to post online. I got some restock. I did go into Golden Horizon, and I put a bunch of things that were already listed on the website into the category that needed to be in the category for Golden Horizon, which we launched yesterday, Monday. Mr. Bunsen. It's true, because you know what? Mr. Bunsen's just laying here, and we're just talking and carrying on and doing our own day things, and he's just dead asleep, baby. Just sleepy baby. Just like, whatever, do your things. So we launched Golden Horizon. It's up. Here's all the things. So here's all the things that I went through the website, and I grabbed them up to make sure that they're in the category. So for today, I'm going to see some of you later today, because it's members only at 3 o'clock. And for members, I'm going to use this guy, I think. The yellow jade pendant. I'm pretty sure I saved one of those for me. And I'm going to use the citrine and this jade. So here's some of the other things. So one of the things was like suns. Some of the charms that we're going to go into Golden Horizon are like butterflies, dragonflies, leaves, flowers, suns. I got a plan for this one too. I got to remember to write it down so I don't forget, because it's a good plan. I'm going to tell you guys so I don't forget. I'm going to use one of these, because these have 2 loops on the side. I don't know which one I'll use. These little butterflies, and I'm gonna make a necklace, and I want to get, I think we still have those 5mm pearls. I'll get the small pearls, the 5mm. The 5mm might not even be small enough, but I'm gonna take a look at it anyway, and then do a rosary chain situation. But in the rosary chain, we do the rosary chain, and then like every other one where they connect, we do like 2-3 little drops of, depending on what color we use, garnet or pearl or like something else in the chain. I have to write that down so I don't forget. And it's small. It's very small, which is why I'm saying I don't know if those 5mm pearls are too big. But anyways, that's what I want to do with that when I get there. These guys, I want to use these guys too this time around. I don't think I got to use them last time. The little sun earring droppy deals. Some more dragonflies. Carnelian. Carnelian was on the list as well. Carnelian, peridot. So we got all those in there. I did put a few jewelry items for inspiration. Bees. Flowers. These I just put in there because they're kind of peridot colored, along with these preciosas. Oh, and white howlite. White howlite was on the list as well. So those are some of the things that I added in. Some earring findings in gold. Oh, and then I did find we have these ones. I forgot about these ones. These tiger's eye. I have to look in the inventory, see how many we got. But these tiger's eye teardrops, I forgot about these. That one looks like tiger's iron, but yeah. So we got these. They're like $3. As I remember, these ones are pretty high quality. They were nice looking. I'll have to pull them out of inventory and see. because we have that really high quality tiger's eye as well, that A quality tiger's eye. That tiger's eye is really good. Better than these pendants, but it would still look nice. There is, let's see. I found these ones as well. These ones I lowered the price on because I don't think we have very many of them left. But these are just like little nuggets. Little nugget tiger's eyes. Or whatever. Tiger's eye nonetheless. But there is those so there's the tiger's eye, the grade A tiger's eye, which is really good, and then maybe it's sold out. Did it sell out? Am I a crazy person? Where are the, I was looking for the tiger's eye pairs. Maybe they sold out. There's like 9 in there yesterday, although I haven't checked the, oh no, here they are. Maybe I just didn't put them in the category. Why aren't they in the category? These guys. These pictures are not really doing much justice for the ones that are really good. But yes, we got those to do for the tiger's eye pairs. I'll have to put those in the category. But anyways, yeah, so there you go. So we got going on. I am going to try to write up a blog post. If you don't know where our blog posts are, they're down here. Recent posts right here. You can also go here to the blog, where you can see all the blog posts. I'm going to try to do a blog post today before we start the members only about the connection between, I have to research the solar flare. Like the solar flare and the citrine and the jade and the lottie-dottie, you know. So I got to get into that, you know, with all my extra time before 3 o'clock. What? Oh, when you, oh, your auto check, what do they call it? Autocorrect on your phone. I was just wondering, for playing your videos, you are putting them in bigger bags, or what are you putting them in a plastic bin for your play in videos? Bags, or you put them in a plastic bin? I'm not sure. Visit the website. Yes, visit the website. It'll be helpful. So anyways, that's all we got going on today. I don't know. It's going to be a good day. I think it's going to be a good day. Got lots to do. I'm going to stay busy. Going to make my salad. I've already done a bunch of chores for the day. Feeling good about it. Alright guys, well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to see some of you later on today at 3 o'clock. If you're not a member and you want to become a member, members are paying members of the channel. Members have ducks by their names over here in the chat. That's how you know they're a member. And they get special perks. If you click on this button, join down here, it'll pop up and it'll tell you all the perks that they get. They get to play bingo and they get their own live on Wednesdays. Bingo, by the way, is next week. Members only bingo is next week. Yeah. So if you want to join up. And if not, don't. If you do join, you get to see all of the past videos for the members that we've done already in the past. We've been doing members, what? Has it been a year? I don't think it's been a year. Has it been a year? I don't remember when we started doing members. But anyway, so that's going on. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. Feel free to swing over to the Facebook group. Put in there what you're working on today, should you feel the need. If not, that's fine too. We hope you have a lovely, spectacular day. And I'll see you this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.